What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another Heart Over Height episode. Today, we're going to be going over 5 fantasy football players to avoid in this year's fantasy football draft. So if you do enjoy this content, do me a huge favor, smash the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, comment down below on your player to avoid, as well as someone you're willing to reach for. So without further ado, let's get right on into this. So I wanted to do this video, of course, expressing my knowledge of the football game, as I've posted mainly basketball on this channel. As well, tomorrow is my fantasy football draft. Tomorrow, the 31st, it starts at 8 o'clock. You know, last year, I didn't do so hot. I got like 4th or 5th place in the league, something like that. This year, hoping to spruce up that and, of course, win the league. So I wanted to go over, and it honestly helps me, 5 players I'm looking to avoid as well. So, first up here, quarterback Anthony Richardson. I 100% agree with this. He is someone that I'm looking to avoid because he's heading into his next season, and he hasn't given us a whole lot on the field to showcase that he is valuable in this year's class. He's flying up the ranks too. People are drafting him so early compared to some of the other guys like Jordan Love, for example, is a quiet sleeper quarterback pick that, you know, in this year, so last year he was ranked quarterback number 15 when it came to his rookie year coming in and balling out and everything like that. This year he's flown up the charts so much to quarterback 6. So that means you'd be looking at him early. Some people would be drafting him in like the 3rd, 4th, 5th round. And I just can't see a world where I draft Anthony Richardson that early, especially with so many quarterbacks on the board at that point. Next up here, we do have 2 of them. We have Aaron Jones, running back for the Minnesota Vikings, and Zamir White, Las Vegas Raiders. Now, both of these, I understand why they're here, but I also don't understand it as well, right? Minnesota currently has Sam Darnold as their starting quarterback, meaning that there's going to probably be a lot of opportunity to run the ball. As well is we've seen running backs flourish in, you know, Dalvin Cook, for example, for the Vikings. And, you know, last year they had a bit of a rough patch there of the run game. But I think Aaron Jones brings a lot to that team, so I wouldn't necessarily reach for him. But I think that he's not necessarily a player that I would specifically avoid. Same thing with Zamir White. I think Zamir White, a lot of people are projecting him to have a better year. This year being actually a decent year for him. Somebody that, of course, is going to be taking over for the reins of someone like Josh Jacobs. Now, that's big shoes to fill, of course. I don't see a world where I would reach for him early, but if he falls and he's sliding in my fantasy draft, I might snag someone like Aaron Jones or Zamir White, just because of value. It depends on the value. So if someone snags him early, yes, I'm saying, okay, well, that is definitely a flyer and everything like that. You're taking a risk on a player like that, but me personally, I'm looking to get running backs like, of course, Kyren Williams, but even the backup, Blake Corum, the rookie. You know, I'm looking at other, of course, you know, there's the CMCs and everything like that, but I'm looking at like the Commanders running backs, Brian Robinson, Austin Eckler. I'm looking at, you know, Derrick Henry, of course. I think Nick Chubb, super late in the draft, is a huge, great flyer because he's looked to miss the first 4 weeks, of course, and then who knows after that. But if you could snag him as like your, you know, running back coming off the bench, I think that that's a solid pickup, especially, you know, if you have your running backs, you know, you have Jahmyr Gibbs or David Montgomery, and then you got like Kyren Williams or Blake Corum or something like that, and you need depth, I think a guy like Nick Chubb is the perfect guy to draft. Next up here, wide receiver Keenan Allen. Now, I 100% agree. This is for all 3 Chicago receivers I am personally avoiding because you have Keenan Allen here, you have Rome Odunze, and you have DJ Moore. Now, of the 3, I'm looking to draft DJ Moore, but I'm looking to stay away from all of them because it seems like there's a lot of weapons on this roster, i.e. Cole Kmet, DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, Keenan Allen, even DeAndre Swift in the backfield. You know, that is something that there's only one football. And when there's so many weapons to go around, it's tough in fantasy to take a guy like a Keenan Allen or even a DJ Moore over someone like, for instance, over another number one receiver, or even like the Eagles, for example, have A.J. Brown and they have Devontae Smith. Now, I know Devontae, without spoilers, he's on this list. Devontae's on this list, but I'm taking someone like that over Keenan Allen just because there's less receivers to go around. So Keenan Allen is someone I avoid. Now, I did listen to a podcast about a guy that was speaking about Keenan Allen being a guy he was specifically targeting because he has been top dog, been lighting up fantasy boards for years and years and years. Now, of course, this could be the year that we see him slow down a little bit. Guy with great hands, long, athletic receiver and everything like that, of course. But I do think Rome Odunze, DJ Moore, and Keenan Allen are going to get the ball spread, as well as Cole Kmet there. And then, of course, the run game. And who knows what Caleb Williams is exactly going to be. There might be a little bit of a rough stretch there for someone that's a full-on rookie. Next up here, we have Devontae Smith, as I just touched on. Devontae Smith, now someone like him, I look at putting him at like the flex position. I don't like him starting at the wide receiver 2, but if he's available for you to start at your flex position, of course the ball has to go to A.J. Brown and Devontae. Now, the one knocker on the Eagles and their passing offense is the fact that they have Jalen Hurts at quarterback, and he's a runnable quarterback. And then they have Saquon Barkley back there. You're going to want to throw the ball to Saquon. They also have Dallas Goedert back there as well. Wide receiver Jahan Dotson they just traded for. Now, that guy's a little bit of an injury-prone guy, but who knows, he might be able to flourish in an Eagles offense where he's not looked at as a number 2 option. He's looked at more of a number 3 spot. So, yeah, Devontae Smith is somebody that I wouldn't mind having him in a flex position, but definitely not starting at my 2. I'm looking for, if Cooper Kupp slides a little bit or something like that, and you can snag Devontae late, sure, but not early. Do not stretch for a guy like that. Here we have tight end David Njoku. Now, this one I've seen a little bit. For me, I don't mind drafting someone like him. Njoku is a very solid tight end, in my opinion. I think that the tight end list is always just has such a hard cutoff. You have like Kelsey and Laporta and even like Mark Andrews if you want to throw him in there. After that, not a whole lot. So David Njoku is a solid pickup, but I understand having receivers in Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Elijah Moore. Who knows what Jerome Ford is going to be like, as well as there's a huge question mark on Deshaun Watson. What kind of quarterback are we getting this year for the Browns? Is it going to be old Deshaun or is it this new Deshaun? Jameis Winston is in the backfield too. He's a backup quarterback there. But also, healthy Nick Chubb. When he becomes healthy, what does that mean for Njoku? Is he going to be put in more blocking positions, something like Kittle, or are they going to utilize him more like Travis Kelce? So that is what I have for y'all today. Is overall, I think that there's a lot of players that are. This is going to be an extremely interesting draft, especially with the fact that we've had a lot of rookies that are flourishing, i.e. Caleb Williams. We've seen Marv Harrison Jr. that is flying up draft boards. I don't know if I'm necessarily taking a flyer on someone like Marvin Harrison. I probably would have added him to this list because although I think he's going to be a phenomenal receiver in this league, I don't know about Kyler Murray. What is Kyler Murray going to be this year? The new Call of Duty comes out, and let's be honest, he's not really paying attention when Call of Duty is out. So somebody like him, Marvin Harrison, I'm looking to avoid. Kyler Murray, looking to avoid. But a lot of people are high on the rookie tight end there too. There's a lot of interesting pieces that are out in the NFL for fantasy. I just specifically some of these guys I do agree with on this list from the huddle, but I'm not avoiding Njoku at all. I'm not avoiding Njoku. I'm avoiding Devontae Smith early, but not if he slides. I'm willing to pick him up. Keenan Allen, I'm for sure avoiding. Aaron Jones, not necessarily avoiding him, but I don't love the draft pick there. Zamir White, I mean, yeah, if they slide kind of thing. Anthony Richardson, I will not be drafting this year in fantasy. So, if you guys did enjoy this video, do me a huge favor, smash the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, comment down below on your favorite sleeper pick in this year's fantasy football draft. So, with that being said, guys, it's been another Heart Over Height episode, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.